I want to start this video off with Lamar Jackson stats on the season. Lamar Jackson currently is sitting at 166 rushing yards, 1 TD, 869 passing yards, 10 passing TDs, and 1 INTO. I then want to start off with Josh Allen, who is sitting at 159 rushing yards, 3 rushing TDs, 964 yards, 7 passing TDs, and 1 INTO. I want to now state Patrick Mahomes' stats on the year: 130 rushing yards, 2 rushing TDs, 939 yards, and 7 passing TDs after the amazing game he had against the Baltimore Ravens and one of the quarterbacks that I stated at the start, Lamar Jackson. Now, you may be wondering, why did I name those guys? I named those guys because I named those guys stats because those 3 quarterbacks are known as the big 3 in the NFL when it comes to QBs and the standard you want your quarterback to play at. Mahomes, 2-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl winner. Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, has made an AFC Championship appearance. Josh Allen, multiple appearances, 1-time MVP. All great, all will be future Hall of Famers. Now, Mahomes is obviously closer to the GOAT status than them, but not everybody's going to be GOAT status, and not everybody is striving for that. Now, y'all may be like, okay, you name those guys. We all know as general football fans that they are known to be the top 3 best quarterbacks in the NFL. So there has to be more to this. I would have named Joe Burrow stats if he was obviously playing. Prayers up to Joe Burrow. Wishing him healthy recovery. Prayers to him. I would have named Joe Burrow because he would make the big 4, I guess you could say. But with that being said, there's this kid in New England, and he goes by Drake Maye. I now want to read Drake Maye's stats. Drake Maye this season has 100 rushing yards on the dot, 2 rushing touchdowns, 988 passing yards, 4th in the league. Actually, the highest passing yards that I've named out of the 4 quarterbacks that I have named. 7 passing TDs and 2 INTOs. This kid is emerging into the superstar that me and the rest of the New England fans have always known he could be. We have really high hopes for Drake Maye over here. We watch Drake Maye every week. We know Drake Maye has real, genuine talent, and this is not no Mac Jones rookie year type of thing. This is a legit player. The kid is so poised in the pocket. He has a good arm. He can make the throws down the field. He can make the accurate throws down the field. Now, he's a little bit jittery at times. That's why he has this touchdown problem. He has this quote-unquote turnover problem. Now, I think a lot of turnovers that Drake Maye has had up until this point in his career have been very unfortunate, but it's still something that he's still got to work on. But even just like Lamar has this fumbling issue. Drake Maye has a fumbling issue, you could say, as well. So it all comes down. Josh Allen has had a year where I think he definitely had over 14 interceptions. Quarterbacks are going to have these years. Great quarterbacks are going to have these years. I just gave you 2 examples of great quarterbacks having these type of years. So I want the fans to give Drake Maye a little bit of slack for the turnover issues that he's quote-unquote had at the start of his career. And another thing I want to say is Baltimore has a Zay Flowers. The Chiefs have their Rashee Rice, their Worthy. The Bills have their Keon White. They have their Khalil Shakir. They have their guys. They have their ones. And even if you don't want to say the Bills have a wide receiver 1, they have a James Cook. They have a solidified superstar running back who takes off so much pressure. Drake Maye doesn't have that guy yet. Now, Diggs had a really good game. Diggs also has a really good resume. But Diggs is also still coming off of an ACL tear. We don't expect him to be insanely good off the rip. He has Pop Douglas. Pop Douglas has been very underwhelming this season. He has Kayshawn, who has been actually really good. And we have high hopes for Kayshawn over here. But just like games like today that he had against the Panthers, he can also have these games where he is not involved at all. With that being said, Drake Maye doesn't have that guy yet, which is not an issue at all. But there are some more things that I want to read off on Drake Maye. Drake Maye, in 3 consecutive games, has a 75% completion percentage, 200 plus passing yards, and 2 passing TDs in obviously 3 consecutive games. Why is that important? Drake Maye is the first New England quarterback since Tom Brady to have 3 consecutive games with these stats. And the year that Tom Brady did it was 2007, his MVP season, the greatest MVP season by a quarterback, at least in my opinion. Am I saying that I think Drake Maye will win MVP? No. Do I think he'll have a case if this team can go out there and win 11 to 12 games? I damn sure am. With all that being said, keep an eye out for Drake Maye. The kid has arrived. The kid is here. That'll be the end of the video, man. Thank you guys for watching. In peace.